Ooh, big money.
And we are off here in this first match. Remember, these players going from 6 to 9, trying to beat this as fast as they possibly can. You're looking for times in the 6-minute range. That's really optimally what you're looking for. Starting here, though, it's a bit of an advantage for WatchMuH, as fwubs doesn't quite have a split board. Everything sort of converges on those last few rows. But those 3 pills that are hung up in 6, 7, and 8 really are the things that fwubs should be addressing as she gets that tuck lightning bolt.
WatchMuH has stalled out a little bit here, just playing around with pills at the top of the board, trying to prevent fall time, but at the same time, the result is not clearing viruses, really.
And
Which leaves fwubs ahead by about 7 viruses here.
fwubs has had some really good vision on her board so far, electing to get some easy drop clears down to 4. This is a really academic board now. Nothing too advanced, nothing too major required. Just some good combo drops, and it looks like that's what's going to happen here from fwubs. Although it looks like she's stalling out now a little bit in her end game.
Yeah. End game is a really common place to stall out. It's tricky to always have something loaded.
And fwubs committing to that horizontal. She's going to be out first at 1:25. But WatchMuH not far behind, just needs the blue. 3, 4 pills, and he's got it out at 1:34. So an early lead for fwubs here as we get into 7. 32 viruses required to go to stage 8.
I really like how little drop time fwubs has suffered in the beginning of the level here. But
although I was going to say, although there's a big split in her board, and the other problem I'm seeing is blue's going to be hard to come by here in a few clears.
Yeah, she's going to have to make some garbage to get access to the blue, maybe. I don't know, have to, but that may happen, and that'll be unfortunate. Meanwhile, WatchMuH's board is very clean.
And a red tuck lightning bolt for WatchMuH, as WatchMuH looking to set up potentially for a double here. Also setting up for a big combo. Starts working on that Spire in 5. And while splitting that garbage, making some good, efficient 0-drop clears to start making the board a little bit more diverse. But fwubs maintaining an ever so slight lead.
Yeah, it's going back and forth here. When WatchMuH gets the pills he needs, he's very fast, but he has been getting stalled out by RNG a little bit.
fwubs that tuck to get rid of the blue garbage on top. Has a really interesting situation. If she got the double yellow, she could have had a really big clear. Still a big combo regardless. It's a tie as both players needing blue to get out.
Yeah, fwubs is going to have to build a little bit of a tower to be able to use her blue, and that weakness turned out to be critical here.
But she will get 2 blues consecutively out at 320. So both players playing incredibly strong here as we get to 8. No mistakes really from either player. They're just both playing really, really consistently. It's just coming down to that time to commit to a play.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is great play. We're going to see a big combo out of fwubs right here.
fwubs with that great drop T. And what that also really did for her is if she did not make that play, she'd be dealing with a lot of yellow on her board. Managed to whittle that down and keep her board diverse. A lot of stuff's really condensed on the bottom of her board. While everything seems to be pretty scattered on WatchMuH, not a lot of opportunities for quick combos. But still a clean board nonetheless.
Very clean and maintaining a bit of a lead here now, having pulled ahead by about 15 viruses.
Yeah, it does seem that that endgame hangup may have cost fwubs some time, but she is managing to keep her board relatively clean. WatchMuH's problem right now is he needs yellow, and he's really not getting a lot of help.
Yep. There's only one color he can use right now.
And didn't go for that drop combo. He had the drop combo with the red-yellow. Didn't go for it. It's not going to matter too terribly much as he's just waiting on one more yellow, and he will be out at a 448. fwubs not too far behind, just 10 viruses, but that yellow endgame top line really, really devastating.
Yeah, I think even in that situation, it's actually correct to not go for the drop combo because the drop combo requires some fall time, and if you're likely to get the pill that you need before the level is over, then maybe you can do it without fall time. And I think that's what WatchMuH went for there.
And fwubs with a strong ending here to get out of it. She'll be out at 5-19, but she's got some work to do, down by 16 viruses. And looking at WatchMuH's board here, extremely speed friendly.
Yes, it's a beautiful board. And the RNG for his pills on this level has been pretty much exactly what you want to see.
But we say this looking at fwubs' board, also speed friendly, a lot of double opportunities for her, and a whole bunch of zero drop clears. Really, really strong going, but now is on a blockade, no yellow access.
Yep. She's making do with what she's getting though, and looking horizontal on the left, I think, requires a little bit of blue help. She's got some of it.
WatchMuH is going to be out at a 6 minute and 14 mark. A great strong run from WatchMuH. fwubs just had a little bit of a couple of endgame slowdowns that really hampered her, but otherwise a strong showing from her as well.
Agreed. Looks like she's gonna keep playing a little bit here.
For a long time.
It's a pretty good board to finish off on.
And we're gonna get a top out from WatchMuH, and I like this drop combo from fwubs, looking to just try to get out of the board here, and we're seeing some intense top out practice here. From WatchMuH as fwubs looking to get out here. The yellow help, good course reversal there. She just needs a few more pills and she'll be home free.
Little bit of blue. That's all she wrote. And there it is.
At a 7:25.
Also a very solid time.
And fwubs, one of our youngest competitors as well, so really eager and to improve, and very, very positive in our community. WatchMuH, as we've seen, just an absolute beast. And something else I was actually noticing in our brackets, as it stands right now, just take a look at the bracket here. If fwubs wins this, we will have more upsets in round one than we've ever had. I think we have more than we've ever had right now, because we currently have 4 upsets in round one. The 9, the 10, the 11, and the 14 have all won out of the first round. So we'll see what happens here as we get ready for our second game, and off we go.
Well, that's a big change from the very first one of these, where every single match was won 3-0 by the higher seeded player.
I remember the days when I was a 3 seed in this tournament. But yeah, those days are long behind me. Anyways, we're off here in game number 2. Strong starts from both players. fwubs is about to run out of blue support here, but she's setting this up for a really nice, clean setup to clean that whole problem up. Meanwhile, WatchMuH setting up for a lot of different plays, deciding to go and splitting the board here, but a double red would be optimal.
Yeah,
doesn't look like he's gonna get it.
Red, doesn't he? Just every part of his board is red. There's a little bit of blue on some spots, but
and meanwhile, fwubs needing to start clearing some things out to get access to red. It's that yellow virus in column 2 that's the critical one. Is she's going to get some more viruses off the board, and a good bracketing clear, as we've been talking.
Combo to get herself access to everything here.
It's a slight lead to WatchMuH, but with everything surrounding those viruses, you would think the slight advantage right now is to fwubs, as she's about to get a drop triple and take the lead here, being down to 2 and then 1 with the great sequence. She's going to be out at a 125, but WatchMuH out at a 126. So very, very close. as we get into our our second stage here, as both players eclipsing the 90-second mark. Both players again playing very, very, very well to start.
Oh, look at that finish from fwubs there.
A great zero drop clear.
Set herself up for a very precarious situation with a team needed to happen.
But a monster combo by WatchMuH, but right now it's a pretty healthy lead for fwubs, up by 7 viruses.
Wow.
And fwubs taking full advantage, playing 1 drop clears, 0 drop clears. Just really good, efficient play, as WatchMuH's other big problem on his board is just an absolute cluster of yellow.
Yeah, look at all that yellow. fwubs, meanwhile, has just about every color easy to access.
fwubs is up by 5 viruses right now. If we get a yellow surge where it looks like this may start happening from WatchMuH, this may change. But also, the important thing to note for WatchMuH's board, there's no red viruses.
Yep, so he's using all his red props to make platforms for horizontals and so forth.
And
he's going to be out pretty soon here, actually, having brought back the lead.
At a 259. And fwubs not going to be too far behind, though. She's going to be out at a 308, so still a really, really close one as we get into the 8th level. And a thatched level, a lot of one-space gaps between viruses for fwubs. Meanwhile, it's mostly a high concentration at the top of the board of viruses for WatchMuH, and a lot of blue on the top of that board, looking to be just a bit of a problem as both players starting to really tackle level 8.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a couple tuck plays here from WatchMuH like that to get rid of some of his blue, and that'll open things up. But he now has a hole in column 3 that's going to be a problem for drop time. Meanwhile, fwubs making quick work of level 8 here.
fwubs has managed to just keep it down by 6. fwubs, I think, really, really camping out for a double yellow because she could take 3 out. But looks like, and I like this setup, is going to drill down and have access to that red. This is a brilliant combo. I love seeing those.
Yep, that was some great planning. And she's going to get some more double yellows that'll help finish off some of the annoying stuff at the bottom.
And look at this combo. She saw it and changed course. She's down to 9. WatchMuH down to 4. Has that traffic light over in column 1. And that's going to be a bit of a challenge. But meanwhile, fwubs looking to possibly take the lead here as she's down to 5.
Now WatchMuH down to his last virus on level 8. Just going to finish off with a little bit of red, and he'll be into 9 at 450.
But don't count fwubs out just yet. She's going to be out at a 457. So it's going to come down to who finishes 9 first. What an absolute brilliant run by both of these players. You can't be mad if you lose this game. Not a lot of misplays. In fact, I don't think I can recall a misplay from either side here.
Yeah, nothing really major, and lots of really cool setups happening as well. I like this setup from WatchMuH. He's gonna use his garbage to make a combo on the right and get his blue and yellow cleared away.
And right now, it's still just a handful of viruses between these two players. As fwubs down to 24, WatchMuH down to 20.
From WatchMuH.
And a big clear that drops 4 viruses off his count, opens up the lead back to half a dozen. But again, fwubs really just making good, smart plays here. There's been no mistakes on either side. It's just a matter of a speed and vision here, as WatchMuH's been setting up some big combos, and will continue to do so. It looks like, as it's 10-16 here, but a good drop sweet tea. It's now suddenly a 2-virus game. These players getting into the final part of their boards. Both players have distinct problems on either side. We're going to see how they manage these here. You've got to play very, very aggressive, as it looks like it's going to be game and match for WatchMuH, as they are just waiting on that last red. And there it is at a 636. fwubs played aggressively. It was the right call. It's either, continue to play at a bit slower of a pace or go aggressively. I think it was the right call, even though she didn't pick up the win. I think a great play, great game by both of these players.
Yeah, really solid play.
And
just WatchMuH managed to keep it a little bit cleaner, and that turned out to be the difference.
And fwubs says, you know what? That blue virus can sit on it. So not quite a sub 7, but a very, very good outing from both players.